My name is Anthony Michael Stokes, and I would say I'm an educator, a puppeteer, an actor, a singer, an author, a puppetry artist, a playwright. It kind of goes on and on and on and on. I kind of do it all. I would say, someone would say jack of all trades, but I think that's a little insulting, so I just say I'm a prince of all trades. Yeah.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be yours, it will be yours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure.
So, a lot of people wonder, like, what does being a puppeteer even entail? Well, it's very physical, but it's basically you are taking all that is you here physically, emotionally, vocally, everything, and you're putting it to an inanimate object that is often manipulated by your hands. But it's an inanimate object. And they can vary. I mean, to be honest, I could take this and make it interesting enough if I knew what I was trying to do with it. Something similar as that to something more specific. So here's Baba, who is, you can see these puppets are made out of lots of different materials, and there are various levels. This is actually like as simple as they come for me. This is just a sock. It's a glorified sock, a couple of socks, and a wig. But I see, even right now, I'm talking to you and he's already kind of coming to life, and that kind of just comes from years of doing it. But it's just putting all of everything that is here, that's why it's important. Like, when people think of the Muppets and they think of these characters that come to life, they think that people are just doing the voices of them. But they are physically also bringing them to life. If I suddenly am Baba talking to you, it's the weight of the character, the personality of the character. It's all there. It's all there, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So and so it's all of it has to be here. So I think it's sometimes people think puppetry is easy, but the people that are really, really great at this and really do it well know that it's like a craft that takes so much time. There's not even a lot of schools for it. A lot of puppeteers learn it from just doing it, just practicing it on your own. It's changed in the years, but there's a lot of time where I'm just sitting around and just moving my hand to lip sync to whatever's on, online or I'm watching, just to keep practicing it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of physical therapy, I'm sure, when I get older, but that's all right. And so here's Ao. So you can see even the manipulation. So that was Baba, and he's a lot simpler. This is Ao. And well, hi, how are you? Yes, very good. Yes, so you can see it is different manipulation, but it all is still all in the body. All of it is here. I take what is here and I put it all here. When you go to the eye doctor and they're like, A or B? And you realize, oh, that one's better. I think that's the kind of work that I like to do. I think of it a little bit like that. And it's also just things that people kind of take for granted as stories, and giving them more depth so that they exist on a different platform, and they can also exist for all these young people of color. And I think that's a huge part of it as well. It's the representation for younger people that are coming up that I didn't have. So now I'm starting to get to a place where I'm able to put these little pieces out there of representation in these different platforms and fields for generations coming up that maybe they can latch onto, and that'll sprout them to do something with it. And it's so interesting that I say all of that about the next generation, because a lot of the stuff I do seems like it's for kids because there's a lesson in it. But I actually don't do a lot of my puppetry for children because it's not just for kids. It should be for everybody, And so the Scarecrow itself, there's a misconception, I think, even about the show, even people that know about it now, that because it's connection to the Wizard of Oz, they think it's a kid show. But it's about a man who was lynched and was magically turned into the Scarecrow. So there's that. there's a hard lesson there. The thing is, but you think about these stories, these fairy tales and these fantasy stories, you think those original Grimm stories, they were really grim, you know, and these were children's stories. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, they'll be fine taking in this, you know. It feels like we're at a point with these different generations that there is a sense of unsettling and wanting to make true change that's going to affect people. Though it feels, I mean, the resistance is mighty, but though it feels like there's a difference, and if there's these artists, and it's like being inspired by that person and that person to keep doing it, like kind of what we're doing, it feels like something can happen, change can happen, and then for the lives that we're living now, can be as good as they can be, as well as the many lives that are for people coming after us.